everyone, and welcome back to All the Mod 7 to the Sky. In the last episode, we did a few little fixes around the base. We set up this area over here as well for, what do you call it? Processing like saplings and whatnot into dirt, using these oak barrels. We haven't put a roof in yet, but realistically we don't need to, so you know, we're probably not going to. And the other thing we did is we set up a cobble jet. What? What? Okay, we've got a few little pests running around the base. Look at how scary this is. Listen, our last series, All the Mod 7, we played majority of it in single player just because I was having quite a few server issues. This time around, we're obviously at the very least starting on the server. This is the stuff we have to deal with. Okay, listen, this is this is about as good as it gets. But yeah, we set up a cobble generator, but I decided while we're there, you know, while we've got this cobble generator, what if we push it to the next level? And so what we have is we have the ability to pick up a stack of cobble at once. Now, I have to keep repairing my tool because, well, it keeps breaking. It doesn't have that much durability. It has only 169, so I can only really do this a few times. But as you can see, no cobble. But if I mine this, and I manage to pick it up, we get a full stack from a single block mined. Now that's pretty cool. Now, I'm well aware that I know that this cobble generator exists, the cobble gen for days. The issue here was that we needed 2 buckets, right? We need a bucket of water and a bucket of lava. We've obviously got 1 bucket that allowed us to put the lava over there. And the second bucket, we could get it, you know what I mean? But the thing was, I was going to have to mine a bunch of cobble anyway in order to, at the very least, get the iron. I would have had to hammer it. It was going to be a bit of a pain regardless. So like we're going to have to build a cobble gen, and so I was like, you know what? We'll just you know extend it out a bit. Because right clicking the ground for pebbles, whilst it works, it takes a long time. It takes a very long time, especially compared to doing this. Another cool thing that I realized, sort of after the video ended, was if we grab these hammers, we don't even have to mine the cobble, pick up the cobble. We can just hammer it from the get-go, and these hammers, I don't know the specific durability they have because obviously it doesn't really tell me. But I guess we can see. I'll tell you what. I'll put this gravel away, so I'll put that stack and a bit away, and then I'll mine with just this brand new stone hammer, and we'll see how much gravel we get from the one hammer. Assuming, of course, we pick it all up, because obviously it's sort of prone to fall away. I have learned that if I place them to the side like this, we're actually able to mine them. And they fall in a nice safe spot, so it's a little bit safer to do. Okay, so this is how much we got. 1 stone hammer is worth 4 stacks of gravel. How cool is that? And you might be wondering again, okay, well, how does this help us? Well, now we can sift it all. Realistically, what can we do in here? We can place more sieves in the corners. I'll be honest again, I think we do that. I think it's worth doing. We've got some flint meshes. We'll need to make another one. That should be fine. We're going to need some wood and stuff, which we have. You guys also told me that instead of sifting to get flint, which we have some, but not enough, I could also just craft gravel into flint for a guaranteed 3 gravel into a flint. So that's honestly a pretty good strat. And now that we have infinite gravel just by hammering the stuff over there, that's not really an issue either. You know what I mean? Like we can order as much flint as we want. So for now, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to set this flint mesh to be the 4th. We'll search for our sieve. We'll get this stuff going. This episode, by the way, my main goal is I just want to start sifting a bunch of stuff. I want to see if we can get this cobble gen just to sort of see how it works, I guess, and compare it to our system to see if it's worth setting this guy up as soon as possible, or whether you can just stick with this guy for a little bit longer. The vanilla, cobble gen. The other thing, listen, I don't know if we can push it this far, but I'd love to see if we could get like either an auto hammerer going or potentially an auto sieve. We'll have to see. This stuff's going to cost us blocks of iron, so we need to hope that this processing goes pretty well if we're going to expect anything like that to happen. Now, what are we going to need? We're going to need some slabs. Do we have any of those lying around? I feel like we're constantly, I was going to say, I swear we have slabs. They're just hiding. We'll obviously need some sticks. That should be fine. And how many did I want? I believe I want 4, so we'll paste all this in, and that's 4 perfectly. Beautiful. Now I'm going to place these where the whatchamacallums are, the torches. So we could run into mob spawning issues, but I don't think we will, purely because, well, I don't think they can spawn on these sieves. I'm pretty sure we have... Oh, no, it looks like they can. Does that mean I can place a torch on the sieve, though? Oh, I can. Hey, listen, it might not look too pretty, but it works. Beautiful. So, you can push this further. This can be a 5x5, but as a 4x4, we can, you know, process what? 16 things at once? That's pretty good. That means to get through a full stack, we just have to do it 4 different times. Like, as you can see, pretty good. Like, genuinely pretty good. So we'll do the stacks that we have here. I think we're processing what, like 3 stacks. I think the 4th stack we just turned into what should we call it? Flint. But this is phenomenally better than what do you call it? Manually doing all this stuff, like manually grinding. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. I can't reach the stuff in the corners. now, okay, we have a few options. All right, one option is I don't really know what the option is. One option is we leave it. The other option is, you know, I'd manually pick this stuff up. Essentially what I'm getting at is, whilst it's obviously annoying at the moment, and I probably want to fix it, we might be able to get away with just using a magnet. You know what I mean? Like, we're getting resources pretty quickly. You know what I mean? So if I were to chuck all this stuff in here and see exactly what we need to make a magnet, we might be able to keep our room looking beautiful, right? So let's have a look. Magnet. I think we'll only need a basic magnet. We won't need advanced or anything. We would need an ender pearl. That'll be a bit rough. We could get a fluxo magnet. That's another option. This one would need energy, but we might be able to do that. This honestly might be easier because what? It's going to use lead, it's going to use iron, redstone, and gold. In terms of what we just got there, in terms of iron, I can press G, I believe, to do these, or do they have to be in my inventory? We just got 5 iron, so in terms of this magnet, we've got the iron. We need lead. This looks like plenty of lead. Yep, beautiful. We would need some gold as well. Once again, that looks pretty good. And then for the redstone, I believe you processed dust for it or something. We'll have a quick look. So here's redstone in there. We'll go into the sieve. The sieve is going to be, yeah, dust. Oh, but we will need an iron mesh for it. So we're definitely going to want to grind out a little bit more iron because in order to make these iron meshes, where are they? We're going to need 6 iron for each of them. So they're definitely not cheap by any measure. While we're here as well, we should have some quests to complete. I'm not sure which ones. Clay. Okay, we get some bonus clay. Beautiful. Crucible heat sources. Where are we? Crucible heat sources are important as they make your lava production faster. This mod pack has a few changes to the norm, so I thought I would add a list into the guidebook for you to show you the options. Botania Blaze Block does 8 heat. Uranium does 20. Mechanism Superheating Element does 60. And Dark Matter does 100. Now, you can also see this stuff. We found it in the last episode. By right-clicking on the Crucible and then clicking on the Crucible heat sources, this option right here, and you can see them all. So it shows you 1 times, Blaze Meshes 8 times, and so on. So in terms of the lava is actually only 3 times, whereas the campfire we currently have is 4 times. So we'll stick with the campfire. I will bookmark this superheating element again. We'll check that out, as well as uranium. I already had them bookmarked, but we'll bookmark them again so that I can look them up. The blaze mesh, I don't think it's that easy to make blaze rods, unless there's an interesting recipe here that I don't know about. But I don't think so. Unless, yeah, I'd have to set up all this stuff, which... Oh, actually, I'm talking about needing an enderman, and we've got an enderman right here. Let's go ahead and kill him. I'm going to look at him. He's going to head over here. I don't think he can reach me. He is very loud, though. And we'll just quickly take care of him. I don't actually know what the best tool is here. Alright, if we actually get an ender pearl here, we might just make the normal magnet. We might get really lucky. We got Stalwart Iron Leggings of the Current. This is plus 5 armor, plus 1.4 knockback resistance, plus 4 max health, and plus 10% speed. So now our field of view changed because we've got more speed. We've got another enderman over there. Oh, okay. So here's another thing. This little island here, people were spawning on this island. Like they were spawning in the void. And so I built an island over there and the sign says like type/spawn or whatever. But the main thing here is there is a torch on that island, which means this enderman spawned somewhere else, right? He has to have. I think he might, like, I don't think he can spawn on the tree. Regardless though, I guess I'll look at him. He can come over here, hopefully. Maybe he'll teleport over if I look away. Is he still... Oh, I don't know where he is. Yeah, I think he's on the roof. No? Okay, I'm very scared. Alright, well, you know what? He might have simply just walked off and died. Listen, they're not they're not the smartest. That might have been what happened. Okay, so what were we doing? We were trying to make the magnet, but then we were actually looking at these heat sources, which are very doable. I'll tell you what, one thing at a time. First thing is going to be this magnet. So all we need at the moment is redstone. So that's going to be dust. So what we actually want to do here is get a stack of gravel. So we'll grab that out. We can open our inventory and press G on it, and that should turn it. Oh, I guess maybe we need to open a crafting table, but press G on it. That should turn it into gravel blocks compressed. What we can do then is obviously place those down like so, and then we can vein mine those with the hammer again. Oh, I almost did it. I just don't want to vein mine the floor, you know what I mean? That'll give us sand, and we want to push this all the way to dust. So we'll go again. Oh, actually, I will do this, but we don't want to do that yet because we need an iron mesh, don't we? So we'll just hold on to that dust and I guess just grab some more gravel. In terms of sifting, I don't believe you can sift, what do you call it? Compressed blocks. I believe that's something they made clear. So we'll just be, whatchamacallit? I guess not sifting that stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to come over here. I'm obviously going to be sifting it. And yeah, pretty much all I'm after is more iron so that we can upgrade these meshes. Alright, now a byproduct of doing all of this is we are getting a lot of flint. I'm going to be dropping it off the edge because it's pretty easy to get and it's just clogging up our system. Now, in terms of the whole magnet situation, right? For starters, I guess we'll grab all this iron and I guess we'll smelt it. Now someone said that it might actually be the play to try to get a crusher from, whatchamacallit? From occultism. I don't know how difficult this would be. The gold would be relatively expensive. The other stone, we would need a sulfide. That's actually easy to do. We would need andesite, also easy to do. So making the sacrificial bowls, realistically, we can do that relatively easy. Obviously, the main thing at the moment would be getting enough gold. The actual ritual would just need some pieces of, copper, gold, and all that. Like that. This is easy to do, I believe. We would need a book, which would require two things. It would need a dictionary as well as another book. The dictionary would be a book and some seeds. That's pretty easy. I'm just going through this. This would be bone meal into white dye. The purified ink is black dye in this same fire. The fire is actually caused by some of those demon fruits that we can grow. The black dye could be a bit rough to get. I'm not really sure how we'd get it. Maybe through petals, maybe through an ink sac. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. Oh, we could crush charcoal. Okay, so that would be a bit of a push to get to there. Yeah, that does seem like the best play if we want to go for that route. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. What am I up to? Oh yeah. For now though, oh actually, you know what? We actually have a few options, and I think I'm going to do one of them. One of the options is instead of making this magnet, we can make something else. Something else that'll benefit us in multiple ways. So, for starters, let's grab some hammers so that we can obviously get some more gravel and stuff. And what I'm going to want is some gravel and some sand. That's pretty much what we're going for here. So, I'll grab this and I'll process one of these stacks into some sand. Now, the reason why I want to do this is because I would actually like to grab... I don't know if I have any on me or if I put it away... I guess not really. I want to actually make some grout. Now, grout is made with clay, gravel, and sand. So I think I can probably just press U and... Yeah, it's this recipe here. Now, I need to turn the sand blocks back into sand. But this will make us a decent amount of grout. It'll be clay, sand, and gravel like this. You can also use the tiny bits of clay. Not the clay blocks, but either way works. And with this grout, what we're going to do is we are simply going to smelt it. We'll put some coal in because I think we're going to be getting plenty of coal nowadays. So that should be good. We should get plenty of stuff. Oh, by the way, I am using Complementary Reimagined for my shaders. They work pretty well in this pack, obviously, like you can see everything. But what I will say is a lot of these early game things, for example, the Fired Crucible, the stuff inside it doesn't happen to render. I'm not sure if that's from the shaders itself or if it's from Rubidium or Oculus, the mods I'm using for the shaders. as well as I believe the barrels. When the barrels have water in them, they're actually the liquid's black as well. So those two things are the main things I've noticed that are a little bit off. If you're planning to use them as well. So yeah, this stuff will smelt. In the meantime, we can actually push it a bit further. We can get some more. I'm just trying to figure out where I put the bucket. We can put some buckets of water into these barrels, and then we can. I think it's you put dust in, and the dust turns into clay. And then we can make more. So we can do that. I'm not sure how much we need, so I'll tell you what. We'll process. I guess this much worth. So 4 full clay blocks worth of grout. That seems pretty good. And what we're going to be doing, I didn't even say, is creating a smeltery, or at least that's what we're going to be trying to do. Well, actually, I think when I crafted it, it automatically went into the furnace that's linked to the crafting station. How cool is that? So yeah, let's see how we go with this. Now, the smeltery is going to let us do a few things. We did look at it in the last episode, and sorry, not the smeltery, technically, but the melter, I believe it's called. It is this guy here. We will need a seared heater, a seared melter, and then I believe a faucet, and a casting table, for example. So what these do is they allow you to smelt your resources. So if we look through here for, I guess, a normal resource, or I guess we could look up our iron ore, we can see that instead of just getting one piece of iron from this, we're going to be getting 1 ingot and 3 nuggets worth, which is pretty cool. Now, if we were to make a full smeltery, we would get 2 ingots for it, so it would be complete doubling, which is pretty cool. But I don't know. It's a little bit more expensive to go that route, and I believe even to make the smeltery controller, you need to pour molten copper. So like, there's a bit of a setup for that. So we probably won't be doing that. So yeah, what we can do is we can start crafting things. For example, the one thing we need is this seared melter. This is going to need a seared fuel gauge. This is going to cost it some glass and glass and seared bricks. In terms of glass, I don't think we really have any. Let's make another furnace. I wonder as well, because I genuinely don't know, if I place this furnace here, do they both attach? No, they don't. I was hoping I could, like, somehow, I don't know, have like a list of furnaces. But that's fine. We'll place this guy here. In terms of how much sand we want to smelt, I'll just put that much sand in and smelt 8 worth, because, I don't know, you always need a little bit of sand. There's no harm done there. In terms of the other things we can craft, the seared heater is going to be 8 seared bricks like so. We'll grab that guy. What else do we need? Oh, actually, we probably didn't need to do this, to be completely honest with you. There's not really much I can do with it at the moment. Yeah. Because what you could do instead is I believe you can use a seared fuel tank, and instead of using coal, which is what this seared heater would use, you could instead use lava, which you obviously got. And I think the lava works a bit better, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world that we're going to be using coal, but since lava is so accessible for us, if you're making this at home, I would suggest giving the tank a shot, at least. Okay. What else do we need? Is it literally just... Because there's a few different ones. There's a fuel gauge and an ingot gauge, right? One of them uses... Oh, no, they both... Yeah, okay. They both use 5 glass and 4 ingots. I wasn't too sure. Okay. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and give this a shot. We'll craft one of these, place it in here, put a boat worth of seared bricks underneath, and we get the melter. So, where do we want to put these? Well... Realistically, they probably deserve their own location. Am I going to do that? Probably not. Oh, God. Okay, I'll tell you what. They're going to sit here. So we got the heater on the bottom. Then we place the melter on top by crouching. There it is. And then we can open it up and we can even see inside it. So for starters, we can grab our coal. We can place the coal in there. And we're pretty much good to go. I can chuck in our iron. And the iron will start smelting. And it will turn into a molten liquid. So, what do we do next? Well, for starters, we can make ourselves a casting table done by so. Seared casting table. We will also need a way to pour the liquids out, the liquid metal, and we'll do that with a faucet crafted like a bucket. Okay, so what's next? Well, we can place the seared faucet here, and to be honest, I've already done this sort of incorrectly, and I'll show you why in a second. I believe placing sand in the crafting grid gives you blank sand casts. And then what you can do is you can place them into this casting table, and then you can like push in another ingot. For example, this seared brick is the shape of an ingot. It's raining. And then it creates, I guess, a temporary ingot cast. So for example, there's liquid metal in here. If I toggle my shaders off, you can see there's liquid iron in there. 4 ingots worth. We only put 3 in, I believe, which is pretty cool. And I can pour it out, and it will go in here, and it will slowly harden, and then the sand goes away, but we get ourselves an ingot. So I'm going to empty this guy out. So we'll just keep doing this. This should be fine. And I'll come back with a way to do this a lot more reliably and just better in general. Okay, so what's the plan? Well, it's actually to process gold. So I'm going to chuck gold in here, and what you can do with gold, once again, this is assuming nothing of these mods has changed, because I'm just going based on memory. I obviously haven't tested if anything's changed in this pack. What you can do with the gold is you can actually cast a cast. So I can place the seared brick in here, which it's expendable. If we lose this seared brick, it's nowhere near as bad as losing a piece of iron for us. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour molten gold on top of it. You can't see it pouring at the moment because my shaders were on, but it will then turn itself into an ingot cast. And this cast does not get used up. So I can pull out all this gold and we'll have cast. Now, what can we do that's even cooler? Well, if I run over to our tool bench and we open this up, well, I guess I can check in here. No. What I'm going to grab is... I'm not sure what we do. I reckon we do a pickaxe. We could do a matic. We'll do a pickadze or a pickaxe. We'll do a pickadze. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the pick head here, and we're going to create a stone one. I'm going to bring that over to this casting table, chuck it in, and I'm going to pour molten gold on top of it, right? So there we go. That's going to cast, and now we have ourselves a pickhead cast. So the rest of this gold, is there anything I want to do with it? Currently no. Is there any tool, realistically, that we want to make out of, like, metal? Not yet. We can always grab some in the future. So I'll put these casts down, and we'll pour out the rest of our gold. And as you can see, it'll harden into an ingot. We can grab that out, and we can keep reusing it. It's really cool. So then in this guy, I'll chuck in more of our iron, and we're going to actually cast ourselves an iron pickaxe head from Tinker's Construct. And this should do something really cool, assuming I'm not thinking of Silent Gear. Is Silent Gear in here? Can we just, can we see that? No, I don't believe Silent Gear is. Silent Gear adds like blueprints. There are blueprints, but not from that mod. What's this? Framed blueprint, contained block none. Huh. I need to check these out at some point. Because frame blocks are really cool. Don't know what this item does. It's also been raining. I don't know if we can stop that. But anyway, we can now cast ourselves a pickaxe head. Now we've got 3 ingots in there, so we'll see how many ingots it uses. So there we go. It's currently solidifying. It used 2 ingots. And there we go. We have a pickaxe head. I guess we'll place our ingot cast back in there. By the way, what you can do with this is, I believe if you create yourself a lever, for example, you can place the lever. You can place the stick on the side of this guy, turn him on, and it will just automatically do this. And whilst this seems a bit odd at the moment, because I have to manually take the stuff out, quite clearly you can imagine just placing a hopper underneath is instant automation for this guy, which is very, very cool. So yeah, we'll chuck this stuff in, we'll process all of that, and we've now got a decent amount of iron where we can start upgrading those casts. We'll toggle our shaders back on, I guess, just so that... you know what? I'll sleep through the night. Oh no, can only sleep during the night or during thunderstorms. So it's raining, and it's daytime. Awesome. I'll tell you what. Can I... Oh, you know what? I can. I think I can click here, search rain. Oh, wait. And I can mute it. I'll tell you what. We can turn it on a little bit, maybe. Just a little. Yeah, how's that? Just a little bit of rain in the... Just a little pitter-patter. Okay, that might be a little bit nicer. In terms of the rain particles, I don't know if I can turn that off. I don't know if there's like a shader setting for when it rains. I'm trying to have a quick look here, but it is rough. The rain is definitely rough. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Well, we have a few options. One is we could create an entire new tool, right? An entire new pickaxe with this pick head. By the way, I am a little bit disappointed. I think I'm disappointed. Can I chuck this in here? Can I chuck this in here? What is this? Sturdy. Made from the strongest metal. Yeah, it must be silent gear I'm thinking of. My plan here was that I thought it gave the magnetic trait. But it's clearly not doing that. Hold on. If I search Tinkers, I'm pretty sure Tinkers has a book with like all the information you need. Obviously, I don't have a book on me, but I might be able, like maybe the recipe for the book isn't too hard. Materials are new. Yeah, we would need a book to get this ball rolling. And books would need leather or slime or canvas. And I mean, they need paper regardless. Alright, well, anyway, even though we won't get any magnetic traits from this pickaxe, we can still show it upgrading. So I believe if I put my my pickaxe, in this case, in this slot here, I can then add a pickaxe head to it. Yeah, look at this. So we're actually going to be upgrading this guy. So you can look at the stats on the right here. So the max durability, maybe the mining speed, maybe even the harvest tier, which is currently at gold. When I put this in, oh, it's actually going to remain at gold. The mining speed will go up. The durability goes up as well as the attack damage. But to be honest, the harvest tier being at gold's pretty bad. And I believe it's because of the type of tool we have. This pickaxe, if we look here, it's mainly just meant to be used on stones, right? It's not meant to be used on ores, which is why it is limited to that. And whilst I wasn't going to use it on ores, I did want to get rid of this thing, or at the very least pick it up. I guess I could just bash it away. You know what? I will upgrade this guy because it is what we use. Although I won't be able to pick up that thing. Yeah. I've done it anyway. It's too late. Too late. It's been done. The reason why I've done this, though, is just because, I mean, we've got infinite cobble at this point, so me breaking this block, it isn't the end of the world. I'm not me losing stacks of cobble isn't a problem anymore, where it was in the previous episodes. I'll be back once this is broken. Oh, there we go. I might mind it a little bit too much. So yeah, I mean, that's how you use metals. Obviously, there's a bunch of different metals. They each do something a little bit different, and when you get them, you can chuck them in here, and you can read about them before you make them. They can tell you all their stats, so the durability, the armor. They've got some interesting things they do. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. That's the main thing. You can put gold in, I think. What's gold going to tell you? It can be used in a slime skull. I don't really know what that means, but you can do it. So yeah. Cool. I guess we'll get back to our little magnet plan, which was yeah, we need to upgrade some of these things. Okay, so that's going to look a little bit something like this, and this will give us an iron mesh. So what do we want to do with this guy? Well, I could add him here, or I could just move him away, place him here, and I could sift all of our dust until we get, I believe, 4 redstone. Oh, we got our first piece. We also have a bunch of other junk showing up. Oh, second piece. Oh, and that is our third. Okay, well, cool. We can actually pretty much start doing what we wanted to do. I'll grab the lead out. We'll make sure that this guy's processing the lead now, so I'll chuck that in there. We'll keep the rest of this away. Make sure I pick up all the stuff. It's going pretty well so far. Obviously, our inventory is doing what it does, where it gets incredibly messy. I think I was going to use this one as like a tool chest, so I should probably, make use of that and actually start putting things away where they need to be. This one's sort of like miscellaneous random little bits and bobs. Yeah, nice. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. So we've got lead coming now. I believe we just needed 2 of this, and this should create us what we want. So, piece of gold, 2 redstone will give us a redstone flux coil. Then we combine this with the rest of our ingredients, so 2 lead, 3 iron, and a redstone dust for a fluxo magnet. Now, this guy by himself does nothing because we need to give him power, okay? And this is where it might get a little bit worth it or not worth it. We're going to find out, though. We're going to find out. So, how do we make power? Well, I think our best option to start off with is this guy right here, the coal generator from RF Tools Power. On the All the Mod 7 playthrough we did, this was pretty much the best thing you could start off with. Yeah, it was pretty much the best thing in terms of like efficiency and everything. And oh my gosh, can I sleep this time? Okay, I can. Hopefully people sleep. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, anyway. So I want to make this guy again. He's going to need some coal, which that's nice and easy. He'll need 2 more bits of redstone, and then some iron some more gold, and some blue dye. Now, the blue dye, that's nice and easy. We've got some lapis here. That can easily be turned into blue dye. Beautiful. Problem solved. In terms of the rest of the stuff, well, the gold we can chuck in here, and that should hopefully process once all this stuff's out. Looks like it's heat. Oh, we're actually out of our fuel in there. That should be fine. And then, yeah, the redstone we'll get here. So, yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're about to get power generation up. In terms of all this, realistically, I should be making an island. The reason why I'm sort of holding off on making the island, or like, you know, this section of the base for all this processing, and like power to start up, is for whatever reason, building these platforms takes me takes me longer than it should. So it's like, I'm sort of just procrastinating, to be honest. Gold, that should be good. To be honest, I think it's iron we're mainly after at the moment. So I might actually jump back on the gravel train. And what we might do is pick this guy back up and add him onto here. Because it's fine that he's here. Like, the extra stuff we get is worth it. I think we want to be right-clicking in the middle, yeah. Just to make sure all these are processing. It was more so, you know, I wanted it separate before. But, okay. We're nearing what we need. Oh God. Okay. What will I be back with? I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. I mean, all I need at the moment is iron. And that's just obviously gravel. So, I'm going to do that. I'll tell you what. I'll use up these hammers. We'll use up these hammers to get what we want. And then, yeah, I'll process it all. By the way, hopefully this is a showcase of what you should expect coming into this series. We are literally, like, I'm not even fooling you. We are genuinely, we focused on making that magnet and setting up this power gen and making that smelter and all of that stuff purely so that I don't have to replace like the 8 blocks or what, the 12 blocks around us with full blocks so that the items stop falling in the gaps. That's genuinely what's happening right now. I want to make that clear, okay? That is what's happening. I'm not, you know, I'm not pulling a funny one on you. That's what we've done. And hey, we're sticking to our guns, okay? But yeah, yeah, this is useless. Okay. Okay, oh, I didn't process all of it. Regardless though, we have a decent amount. Probably enough to get started, to be completely honest with you. I just gotta process it all. So we'll wait for this. That should hopefully not take too long. Stuff's smelting up, all that fun stuff. Yeah, awesome. Okay, this is the last ingot here. Hopefully that is all we need. I know we need nuggets, so we'll grab that straight away. We're gonna need our redstone back. I believe we're gonna need some sticks, and it doesn't really look like we're doing too well in the whole stick department. So, actually no, we do have sticks on us. Sorry, I went completely blank there. All right, let's try to give this guy a shot. So, first things first, redstone torches, 2 of them, excellent. Next thing is gonna be the machine frame. This will need the blue dye, which I actually stuck back in here. And I think I made more than I needed somehow. I made 4 instead of 2. Sure, there we go. Machine frame, coal generator, bingo bango. There we go. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll build a platform. In terms of what the platform is going to be built out of, man, can I make a flint block? Is that a thing we can do? Oh, you know what, actually? Oh, brilliant idea, brilliant idea. I'm actually going to make some more hammers. Let's make a little platform out of sandstone. How cool does that sound? I feel like that sounds pretty cool. So I'm going to do that. Alright, to speed things along here, we're going to use our building gadget to, or not our building gadget, sorry, our stone wand to place all of these compressed things that we're going to be mining. So there we go. And then oh yeah, we broke all our hammers. Totally forgot. Luckily when they're compressed, obviously you get so much more bang for your buck. So I'm going to mine a stack of this, and it should turn into sand. Yeah, excellent. Alright, awesome. But yeah, and then we can just turn all this back into sand. And then I believe if I just press G on it, it'll compress it. No, okay. We've got to do things the hard way. All right, but anyway, from this point, I guess I'm not exactly sure where to do it from, but we might do it from this spot. So I'll add the sandstone here. In fact, you know what? Let's add. Oh yeah, this. This could be something. What if we fill in the gap with sandstone? Is it a bit weird what we're doing? I'm not sure, but I'll tell you what, we're probably going to find out. Let's just do it. Okay, I'd say this is honestly not too bad. We'll light it up. There we go. Okay, it's lit up. Yeah, and we'll place our stuff here. So for example, this setup that we have, I'm going to move it over there purely because I think it'll look a lot better over there. So we'll do that. Okay, beautiful. The coal generator I'm going to place over here to, I guess, keep them a little bit distant. This guy will obviously get coal in him, and he will create a decent amount of power. He generates it pretty quickly. It's 60 RF per tick. It's actually a decent amount for a starting generator. And then we'll chuck in our fluxo magnet, and as you can see, it'll start filling up. We'll take it to 50,000, because why not? And then my main thing is going to be seeing how long does this last? You know what I mean? Like, is this viable to just have? Because in the future, we can make things that power it in our inventory, or we could even obviously just make this magnet, which doesn't need power, which is superiorly better, but I don't have ender pearls. You know what? Can I make an ender pearl? I didn't. I'll be honest. Didn't even look at it. Really probably should have. I mean, there's options to make it. Crushed endstone. Let me bookmark that. We might be able to get our hands on endstone. Loot fabricator, I don't think we're going to be doing. Centrifuge, maybe. Ender comb from an ender bee from an endstone nest, which I think has to be in the end. And the crushed endstone comes from endstone, which not too sure what the play is. Ooh, lava, glowstone, endstone. Okay, but then the problem there is that this is a 0.5% chance to get the ender pearl. Unless I've got an emerald mesh or a netherite mesh. So anyway, this guy's fully charged. That's the main thing. He's at 50,000. Perfect. I'm going to right click, shift right click, gonna press V. Okay, he's turned on now. So what are we looking at? We're still at 50,000. So it doesn't appear as though he uses it passively without picking anything up. If I pick up a single item, nothing. What if I pick up a single item from a distance? Okay, it used yeah, it used, what would that be? 30 RF? Is that how much that would be? It used 0.03 thousand RF. So I think that's 30 RF, right? 30 redstone flux, 30 forge energy, 30 power. That seems pretty good, to be completely honest. So what should we do now? This thing, I want to fill up with stuff. Obviously, want to put all this junk away. We'll probably have to make it a little bit bigger. I don't really have a tree on me, so we'll probably just chop down this apple tree. Maybe I'll eat the apples as well, and we'll plant a new one. Oh, and the magnet should work perfectly. Oh, this is actually not a bad idea at all. I forgot how magnets work. There we go. All of it's going right into our inventory. That apple tree didn't actually... Oh, because these are just normal saplings, sorry. Yeah. Interesting. Alright, well anyway, we've got the magnet working. We've obviously got enough to make ourselves another chest. I want to just see our processing in action, right? I still haven't made... Yeah, I haven't made a lot of stuff. You know what? We can make a lot of stuff. Okay, trust me. Let me put, just this major junk away. Sure, why not? I'll take the coal out, actually. The clay out. You know what? I'll take the flint out. It doesn't deserve to be in there. Boom, boom. Awesome. Put this stuff in there. Sort it a little bit. Put that stuff away. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, for starters, I would like to make the cobble gen that you guys were telling me about. That is arguably better. We'll see. So I'll grab some lava out of here. That should have worked. Yep. Okay. I wasn't sure if I was lagging or not, or what was going on. So we've now got bucket of lava, bucket of water. The next thing is going to be to make the cobble gen. And there we go. It's going to use oak logs, or, logs, a piece of glass, lava bucket, and water bucket, and you'll have a cobble gen. How does this guy work? Well, I believe you just slap him down, and he's currently making cobble. I think if you... Oh, you can shift right click to pick him up. That's pretty cool. Currently, he appears to do nothing, but I think if you place a chest on top of him, he'll actually put the stuff in there. By the way, you get to keep the bucket, so it's not, it's not the end of the world. We'll grab this chest though. We'll place it on top. Yeah, look at that. So we've got 10 in there. So keep in mind, this is obviously it getting stuff currently. If I run over here and I do this, I just got a stack of gravel. This has 16 cobble in it. So this is faster. But that's me being a bit mean, because this thing will do this 24/7, right? It'll just be doing it the whole time while I'm doing everything else, right? So when I come back here, in theory, there'll just be stacks waiting for me. And then that is faster than doing anything, right? But then, okay, there's still an argument to be made, which is, well, hold on a minute. I'm getting gravel from this, whereas this guy's just giving us cobble. And that's where it turns into like, we need to set up automation or else this thing's not really worth it. So I'm going to pick this guy up using our pickaxe, because I believe we can upgrade him as well already. So if we push it, I believe, it needs to be, no, it does need to be cobble. Okay, so we'll grab some cobble out. I believe we need to grab another bucket of lava and another bucket of water. That's fine. We can probably also top these guys up, make sure that these are constantly generating stuff for us. But I believe just by adding cobble instead of wood this time, we take it to tier 2. It doesn't appear to tell us the exact generation rate. The next tier would use iron, which, you know, we'll need it at some point. But for now, this is what the rate looks like. Clearly a lot faster. We can actually see it going up like in real time sort of thing. Cool. Awesome. I mean, yeah, that definitely works. And to be honest, I mean, at the moment, this is still better for us because we're just hammering it instantly into gravel. And then we're running over here. Let me make sure the inventory's sorted. And I'm just processing it all instantly. And that's just infinitely better for us. And to be honest, if you're, I guess, following along at home, I still think that this strat is better. Now, hey, it was a bit of effort to set up, I'll be honest. It was a bit of effort to set up. Probably, it was pretty silly, but it's straightforward, you know what I mean? It was just a matter of the campfires. These guys, arguably, making even more crucibles would have made that, you know, twice as fast, 4 times as fast, like infinitely faster. But yeah, and obviously, as you can see now, all the stuff's going into our inventory, which means this whole process is so much faster. We can actually do things very, 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 very quickly currently. And we can actually process a lot of stuff like extremely well. I'm actually very happy with where we're at. In terms of pushing this episode a little bit further as well, could we make, to complete this saga, could we make a flux hammer? No. We don't have diamond. Now to get diamond, in order to get our first piece of diamond, we would need an iron mesh. And it is a 0.8% chance. We have 1 iron mesh in here. So you know what? We could get it. We could. And I'll tell you what as well. I want to work towards it. I'll tell you what. I actually have a really good idea for this episode. Let me pick this up. I think I have to use an actual pickaxe. We probably should make a real pickaxe instead of this pickads thing that we have, because I think real pickaxes are a lot faster as well. But it's fine. It's fine. What I was going to say, though, is we should make a platform for this stuff. So I was going to grab the sandstone back out because, I like the sandstone. The sandstone's nice. And we're going to go boom, 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 boom. This should be fine. Yeah. Boom. Okay. And so, boom. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the casting table there. I'm going to place the rest of this stuff down. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to want to place a hopper underneath this casting table. And obviously, in order to do that, we're going to have to break underneath it. And I think it's just a lot cleaner to do that above the ground instead of into the void. You know what I mean? So we now need enough iron to make a hopper, which is obviously 5 iron. So I'm just going to grab a little bit more gravel. I'm going to process it all. I'm going to pick it up with my magnet, which, by the way, used barely any power. We could easily go and top that up already. We're actually in a very good position at the moment. I'm feeling very comfortable in terms of processing all this stuff where I'm not like, like this is a chore, we're not going to get it done. Easy. Very easy. Oh, and we actually have enough iron from that one little thing we did. So I'm going to chuck it in here. We'll grab out the stuff. I need to put coal in, obviously. There we go. And yeah, this will be extremely good. I'm very happy that we're doing this. And let's, you know what? Let's complete our thing. Let's add some crafting slabs. So I want a crafting table here, and I probably want one there as well. Realistically, I probably do. Oh no, I forgot to put this in. Boom, boom. Oh god. Let's turn the lever off. This is fine, like that we made that mess, because we can just put the iron back in there to like finish everything up. It's not the end of the world. It is just a little bit, annoying. All right, one more piece. Here we go. Boom. Excellent. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a chest. Let's go ahead and turn that into a hopper. We might have been able to do the log recipe for a hopper. We'll see in a second. No, just the chest recipe. And then we have a hopper. Awesome. Next up, I'll tell you what. Let's make another chest. Let's place this guy here. I'm gonna then obviously break this guy. I should pick it up with my magnet. Awesome. Shift right click on the chest, so that will output into the chest. And so as you can see, it's already working. Awesome. There's not really much else to be said. Yeah, that's. I mean, like that's genuinely that's really good. We could do some planning, right? So obviously, at the moment, what we're pretty much waiting on is a diamond. We could make an auto sieve, right? Just a normal sieve, but I don't think it's worth it. We're gonna sieve way faster than it, I believe, with just these guys. I think. Let me know if I'm wrong. And realistically, I don't know. It seems a little bit odd. Like, I guess it's not the worst idea because we're also gonna be hammering a lot faster than the auto hammer is. But I don't know. I don't really know. Yeah, you know what? This probably was worth getting. Do I do it? Do we try to get it? God, maybe. Oh god. Okay. We'll see what happens. Realistically, I need to end this episode. So I'll tell you what. We'll probably end it here. We've done a bunch of stuff. I don't know what the title of this episode is going to be. Maybe auto processing. Because I mean that is auto processing. It's not auto sieving and stuff, but auto smelting maybe or it's not even doubling. It's really, yeah, I don't really know. Maybe even the magnet. I'm not sure, to be honest. This is the problem of doing quite a few different little things. Is I have no idea what to title this video. Oh, bingo, diamond time. Awesome, cool. We got our first diamond now. Reminder, to get the diamond mesh if we wanted to, I believe that's 6 diamonds we would need. So we're probably better off spending it on that hammer for the auto hammer. Very interesting though. Listen, I know the episode's very long. If I finish processing all this gravel and we have enough iron to do it, should we make an auto sieve? And then that can be the focus of the video, even though it's like 2 seconds of the video at the very end. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know a lot of things. I don't know if you guys have caught on yet, but we don't really know what we're doing. Yeah. To be fair, I don't think that is enough. 13 in there. No, that's not enough. We've also got some extra somewhere, I think. I don't know. Oh, we also got an emerald. I didn't even realize. Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. We're even getting like double stacks. Like we get, oh my god, we've got so much stuff. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'm happy with making this melter the focus. Oh, you know what? We could do with another hopper going into the melter, and that would be like full automation to some extent. Maybe. The problem at the moment with if I was to do that is if I put the wrong amount of iron in here, we'll end up with nuggets left over, and obviously we don't really want that to happen. By the way, this guy's completely full. I just topped this guy up as well, and it happened like instantly. The coal generator is very good. It's currently got 500,000 RF just sitting in there. Like that, it's genuinely very, very good. I highly suggest going for that. Yeah, we will set up a hopper on top. I guess this will be proper auto smelting. Yeah, cool. Sure, beautiful. There we go. I mean, chuck in. We got to do 3 at a time still. I think that's still the play. But awesome. We chuck in lead. We process all of our stuff. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. Oh, I don't like that it's currently not doing anything. This isn't even putting stuff in. Is it because, does it really need to be? Oh, you know what? It's actually the lever, because the lever or the lever or whatever stops the redstone from going through. So I think if I could place it here, it would do better. That won't work. Oh, in fact. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, I've placed the redstone up here. It works. Not the prettiest thing ever, but realistically, it doesn't even have to, like, we don't even have to see that. So, like, if I just build this up over here, it doesn't look as weird, I guess. Even though you can still see it up there. But cool. No, awesome. I mean, stuff's working. Thank you guys for watching. hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned a little thing, and hopefully I maybe justified my, ore processing thing here, because it's genuinely really good. I think it was a great decision. I thought this was a really good decision, especially when I saw that you could just use a hammer on it to make instantly a full stack of whatchamacallit, of gravel. I realized as well with this, you know what? You could just compress it all, and then it probably is worth it, right? Because obviously doing like hammering a compressed stack of cobble is probably a lot better than just hammering one stack. Yeah, you know what? Fair point. This thing is actually pretty good. This is pretty good. In fact, do we have a compressor? Is that like... I imagine there's a way to do it. I don't know what it would be. Basic compressing factory? Is that what this thing would... No, this is doing for other stuff. Let me know. Compactor, maybe. Compactor? Yeah, here we go. No, alchemistry. No. For some reason, I feel like... Wait, was that it there? I swear... yeah, this one. Flux compactor. This thing. It'll use 4 blocks of iron. The flux compactor will take items from the internal inventory and place the outputs into an inventory below. Upgrades can be added to increase the number of items processed at once. The block can be disabled by a redstone signal. This thing would compress cobble into blocks, as well as I think these little ores, these little pieces, into like the raw ores. Okay, yeah, we're working towards it. I reckon in the next episode, most likely, we'll have like a proper, full processing system for everything. So I don't know. We'll see what we do this episode. Maybe I just focus on the melter, the heat of this episode, because I guess we really did. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys are still having fun watching this. Thank you for all the support on the series so far. It's been pretty crazy. Thank you guys. Once again, hopefully you're enjoying it. Thank you for supporting the video by watching the ads. That stuff helps me out massively. So big thanks for doing that. Thank you, of course, to any donators and channel members. You guys don't have to do that. Don't feel pressured to donate or anything. Watching the ads is more than enough. Even that's a lot. So thank you guys for doing that. If you're interested in hosting a server, I am partnered with Bisect Hosting. Promo code and link is in the description. You can check out their deals, and it'll help me out. Yeah, but obviously only if you're looking for a server. Don't go just buying a server. Yeah, if you're not needing to. Is that... Yeah? I don't know what I'm doing here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. In terms of a second upload today, probably not. And that means tomorrow is probably going to be an All the Mods 7 just normal video. Probably. Maybe. We'll see. The problem is, it's still nighttime. The problem is, I'm still, I'm really enjoying this. Like, the early game progression in these skyblock packs is incredibly fun for me. So, if anything, if you're lucky, okay? If you're lucky, it might be like a 30-minute video of both of them or something. I'm not sure. But, like, we'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. There shouldn't be a second upload today unless, I don't know, I get some random spur of energy. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Goodbye.